Okay, so this is a quick review of the Bestek 300 watt sine wave inverter. It puts out 300 watts of pure sine wave from a 12 volt DC input. 100 to 120 volts, 60 hertz. Whenever I hooked up my multimeter, it read about 109 volts, give or take. So that's probably about what you could expect out of this. I know that it is pure sine wave, or a purer form of sine wave than a modified sine wave, because the fluorescent light bulbs, the compact fluorescents, and other components that I have that are more sensitive to what type of electricity they have, like it better. CFLs don't buzz whenever I plug them into this. One thing I don't like is the power cord is directly integrated into it. It's not posts that you can remove and then hook directly to a battery. Another thing I don't like is this fan. Whenever it's on, it's always on, it's always running. So just keep that in mind, that whenever you have this inverter on, the power is always going to be drawing from the battery. There is no fuse inside here. It's just straight connection. So you'd have to get an adapter to hook it up to a battery to get the full 300 watt. You'll only get to power about 120 to 150 watts worth of things through a DC power source in your car. It's got a built-in 40 amp fuse right there. It's not that easy to service because it is directly soldered to the board. That's another thing I don't like, but you know, honestly, that's not that big of a deal. It's got fault protection and other things to prevent it from blowing that fuse. So that shouldn't be an issue. It's got two USB ports that are auto 0 to 2.4 amps. That's the power button, and the fault button, it's green whenever it's running, red whenever it faults. 210 volt outlets, on off switch, and I mean, yeah, that's pretty much all that I know to say about this. It's just a quick little review. Works pretty good so far. I haven't really used it a whole bunch to power stuff, but as far as I can tell, it's pure sine wave and it works good. I haven't hooked it up to an oscilloscope, but if I do, I will definitely let y'all know, either in the comments or in the video description, or maybe I'll make another video of this thing being hooked up to an oscilloscope if I get the chance. But anyways, just wanted to do a quick review of the 300 watt sine wave inverter and by Bestek, and that is it. Good little unit for not too much money. Other comparable units or comparable units are about twice as much. I got this for about $36 on Amazon. Last I checked, it's gone up to $41, but that's still a good deal compared to the other pure sine wave inverters of the same power output that I have seen. So hopefully this was a little bit helpful, because I haven't seen any other videos out on YouTube that have showed the internals, or at least that the fuse was actually soldered to the board.